Good evening, guys. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight of Let's Talk. I am Juju, and I'm coming to you live from my kitchen. So, you guys, please come on in and join us. Welcome to this night's episode of Let's Talk. Thank you so much for joining us. Um, I am coming to you live from the kitchen here. So, come on in, guys, and join us. Come on in and join us tonight. Um, as you come in, I'd like for you to like and share this video. Please like and share the video as you come in. And also, invite your friends. Let them know that Juju is on the air and let them know that let them invite them to come in and join us. Invite them to come in and join us on the air. So come on in, come on in. And as you come in, if you wouldn't mind doing me a favor, please please tell me hello. Let me know that you are with us. Give me a shout out. Say hello to me. Give me a shout out. Let me know that you are here. I was trying to find some. I don't know. This microphone, I can't seem to get it to. Oh, and it ain't plugged up to this thing. That's why. Oh, y'all don't pay me any attention. Just come on in, guys. Just come on in. So, Mr. Jackson, you are there. You are there, Mr. Jackson. So let's see. Are you able to request to join, Mr. Jackson? Do you have an option to request to join the show? Or is that grayed out? Let me know what you got going on your end. Hello, Duchess. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you, thank you. Guys, come on in, and as you come in, please make sure you like and share the video. Like and share the video. Come on in, guys. Come on in. Um, I'm going to see if I can get some people on here. Let me see. Mr. Let me see. Okay. All right. So we're going to see if we can get you added in here. Um, Duchess wants to join. So it's allowing Duchess to request. So we're going to add Duchess. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. So wait a minute. Let me add Duchess. All righty. So we're adding Duchess. Hello, Duchess. I see your room. Now I see you and Adriel. How are y'all doing today?
We're doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm cold, but other than that,
Because
I'm
you.
doing great. And Mr. Jackson says something. I I in jail? I don't know what's wrong, Mr. Jackson. Why yours won't allow you to add? I'm kind of thinking you got two devices on over there because I can add anybody else other than you, and it's not jail. And you were able to add me the other day, so I think
I think
somewhere
that,
somehow you have two devices on, but. Um, I don't know. But anyway, so I'm excited as always to have guests, but I'm always especially excited when my guests is some of my family. So we are talking tonight. We're going to be talking about um, hope beyond the break, and we're talking about, I'm trying to multitask. I'm not very good at multitasking, as you all can see. Welcome to Bushes. I'm not, as you can see, I'm here at Bushes. But anyway, so we're talking about hope beyond the break, the importance of self care. But anyway, so Mr. Jackson is watching. He says he's in jail. So I don't have any devices logged on. I logged them all out, and he's giving me a frowny face. But something is wrong because everybody else, I can bring them in, Mr. Jackson. It's on your end, and so I don't know what that is, what it is that is on your end. But anyway, we're gonna have to figure it out one of these days, but we don't have to figure it out today. Um, we're gonna go ahead on and get started with the show tonight. But anyway, so guys, oh no, we don't want that like that. But anyway, okay, so here we go. Um, yeah, wait a minute. I want to be live. Okay, I don't think that's the right thing. Okie dokie, yeah, let's get it right here. Okay, so anyway, hello, Miss Simone Higgs. How are you doing? Hopefully we can get you back in here before the month is out because we have to complete our discussion. And before that happens, Mr. Jackson, you definitely um we definitely got to get it figured out with you. But anyway, so let's talk, guys. You know who I am, you know where you are. This is Let's Talk. You know, I'm the host, and Mr. Jackson is my co-host whenever we can get him back on the air. But anyway, and so during this time of chaos and extreme stress, which all of us are dealing with, I mean, if you are alive, you dealing with some stress and chaos right now. Doing what y'all laughing at? But anyway, tonight we're going to talk about the importance of self-care. And so, what exactly is self care? Self care is the practice of taking deliberate actions to improve and maintain your physical, mental, and emotional well being. Physical, mental, and emotional well being. Self care encompasses a wide range of activities and practices that individuals engage in to promote health and well being. And according to the World Health Organization, which the United States has no longer a part of, but that's another story. Self care is defined as the ability of individuals to promote health, prevent disease, maintain health, and cope with illnesses and disabilities with or without the support of a healthcare provider. It is not merely a luxury or indulgence, rather, it is a vital component of overall health. So our icebreaker tonight is, do you take time out? Do you as an individual take the time out to deliberately engage in health care? Do you take time out to deliberately engage in health care? I mean, self care, not health care, self care. So I can speak for myself. I'm not good at deliberately taking time out to engage in health care. What are you laughing at, Joyce?
Oh, nothing. I kept trying to send that comment, and my phone just kept staring at me. Pay me no attention.
Yes. So you do take time out to deliberately engage in healthcare. Is that what the comment you were
Self
answering?
care.
Self-care, self-care, self-care. All righty. So you do, Adriel, I know you do a lot of engaging in self-care deliberately.
I do.
Okay.
She did
Ashley.
some neat self care today.
Okay. So what was your self-care today, Adri?
So I went and did a light facial at a spa, actually.
Okay.
So, it was a red and blue light facial. The red light, I think, is supposed to stimulate collagen. It's anti-aging, and the blue light is to kill bacteria that causes acne.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. And I see Ashley Milford. Hey Pooh, how you doing? Love you, boo. Um, I see she says yes, it's a must. Self-care is a must. And so I know Duchess always tells me constantly that I need to do better at um engaging in self-care. And one of these old days, guys, I'm gonna get around to indulging in some self care. No, no,
No,
no.
no, you have to make it more important to you than one of these old days.
So it should be a priority.
A priority, yes. We have to learn to make ourselves a priority in our own lives.
Okay, so
We always, especially women, we I think men are better at doing some things for the pleasure of it, for the enjoyment of it. And women, we put everybody else first.
okay,
And that is very detrimental in the long run for our mental, physical, spiritual, emotional well-being.
okay. Okay, so thank you, Minister Clark, for your comment because that was something that I forgot to do that we were supposed to do, Joyce, at the beginning of the show. Minister Clark says she wants a fish plate. What kind do you want? That's the thing that we will be doing throughout the show tonight. We are on that last. We're on the last call for fish plates. So if you are interested in a fish plate, just comment. We will be giving them out on Friday the 6th from 11 to 2. The whiting plates are $12. The catfish plates are $6. So thank you, Minister Clark. We got you um, down. And Ashley says she loves me more. But anyway, I try to designate one day a month, even if it's going out to eat alone for self care. And Rowena said, yes, yes, yes. Okay. And Ashley says, I certainly believe singles should, while in the waiting period, singles should be indulging in self care while in the waiting period. Uh, and Joyce, you says even once you're married, you should be indulging in self care.
Absolutely. It becomes even more important when you're married, I think, because it's almost too easy to lose yourself in the marriage. And then if you have kids, you just keep giving and giving and giving. So I feel like it's even more important to indulge in self care. And actually, I think every single body can benefit from self care.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think. I think everyone needs self care. I don't think it's there's a window of time where it's important and then it's not.
It's
Right.
always important.
It's always important.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that one of the notes that I had taken myself was regardless of your age, regardless of your health status, regardless of your lifestyle, it helps everybody to be able to manage their stress, to maintain their mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical health uh, by indulging in self care. I think it's a
Okay.
priority or should be a priority just like eating is a
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
priority.
And then another thing I think with self care, it doesn't have to be this big thing either. For me, self care, I do it every day. Like when I come home from work, I light a candle and listen to music, and that's self care to me.
Okay. And so you have a wind down period is self
Yeah,
care.
that's self care. I
Okay.
think sometimes people are like,
Okay.
oh, well, I gotta go for a hike for self care. I gotta go buy this for self care. I gotta go do this. Like I just light a candle and listen to music, and that is self care.
And Minister Clark says that she's dressing up for Valentine. Erica Baker Norris, I see your order. Thank you so much. But Minister Clark says she's dressing up for Valentine's Day and taking herself out. And that sounds awesome. I think I'll do that myself,
Yeah.
Minister Clark. I think I'll do that. What do you say, Adriel?
I do that like every year.
Okay, so I think that's a good idea. I think I'm going to join y'all. But we done got all the way into the show and I haven't introduced our guests properly. Our guests tonight are the hosts of the Divinely Guided podcast, Joyce Thomas-Vinson and Adriel Vinson. They are a mother-daughter duo. And they are so full of wisdom when it comes to self-care. Adrielle studies all these different things. She studies what is that?
Yoga.
Yoga. She studies herbs. She studies just a lot of different things when it comes to healthcare, skincare. She does deep dives into all these different things, hair care, and she been studying hair since she was a little bitty girl. Oh,
Very
she had a
little.
book on hair care, and she was like, "Does that have petroleum jelly in it?" Well, no, you can't put it on my hair. I said, okay
She
so
did.
so anyway, but so she's really into that, and so she's still working on her Aunt Julia. But the Divinely Guided podcast is dedicated to promoting health self-care, and each episode explores the need for self-care in various ways, and various ways to engage in it. So our first question, guys, is Divinely Guided has been on a bit of a hiatus, so when can we expect a new episode? That's our first question.
That's a great question because we want to do some revamping. We want to update our production. Is that
Sure. Yeah.
that? I mean, because Adriel said we need microphones, we need different camera, we need so we're going to upgrade before we
Oh, so
return.
when you come back, you're going to be bigger and better. It's going to be a better production.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
But
okay.
I was going back looking through some of them today because we are talking self care, and I was like, I really enjoyed that. So yeah.
hmm I really enjoyed it too, and it did remind me that I know I am a person who is in need of doing more self care. You all had gotten me into a facial regimen, and I have found myself not even doing my facial regimen like I was doing. So I
Oh,
have
you are
got
in
to
critical
get that.
condition if you're
I
not
mean,
doing your facial regimen.
yes, I am in critical condition because I haven't even been doing my facial.
Have you done the yoga?
I haven't done anything. Okay, so I need y'all back encouraging me. Okay, I've just been working, grinding, and then trying to figure out. But I have been meditating, I guess, because trying to figure out my next steps. I have been doing my meditating and journaling. I have been journaling a lot more, Adriel, and I have been doing my meditating, because what I've been focused on is, I'm 50. I'll be 57.
I'm just focused.
I'll be 57 in March, and so I'm trying to uh figure out what's my next steps, what's the second half of my life is going to be like and look like, what I want to do, and trying to make sure that when I leave this world, I leave it a little bit better than I found it. So that's what I have been doing that. So is that self-care or not?
That journaling and that reflection, setting the course for where you want to go, that is a part of self-care. But I
Okay.
think you also need to be a bit more active in your self-care. The journaling is really good. Um, but I do think you need to go back to some of the more tangible forms of self-care. Because the very least you owe yourself is your skincare regimen.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get back to getting doing that right. I ordered all my stuff.
You did. You ordered a ton of stuff
I
yesterday.
ordered all my stuff, and so I'm gonna get back to getting on that. And I'm trying to get to where I can at least walk in the morning 15 minutes, at least 15 minutes before I go to work.
Well, the thing is, don't create something so overwhelming that you know up front you're not going to be able to do it.
That's
So
why
I
I
would
said at
say
least 15
if
minutes.
you start simple, I would
Mm-hmm.
say let's just start with five first.
Okay. Okay.
Keep it simple. That's
Okay.
one of the mistakes we make. We start out with this huge, I'm going to make this massive change in my life, and it's too overwhelming. And so then we end up stopping.
Okay.
But start small and
Okay.
master the small piece and then add in more. So I say back it up to 5 minutes.
Okay.
Surely you can
Okay.
put in 5 minutes every day. And once you
Okay.
get that mastered for 21 days, then you move it up to 10 minutes. Take it slow because
Okay.
any minute that you walk is better than the none minutes that you aren't doing right now.
Okay. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna, and I read somewhere is don't worry about finishing, just worry about starting. And so I'm going to start on get on that treadmill. I put it in a good place so I can walk. It's clear, it's clean. I just get back there and walk on it. Give me my at least 5 minutes in the morning, and I'm going to start that and make sure that I'm doing my facial regimen. But hey, Corey, how are you doing? That's our jungle brother saying hello to us. But anyway, okay, so why did you guys choose to focus on self-care as the theme, overall theme for your podcast?
Because it is so important to us individually.
Okay.
And um, I know for a fact, as a person who had gone through a period of total and complete burnout, trying to be a mom, a daughter of two elderly and sick parents at that time, a wife, trying to be available to my brothers and sisters, available on my job that was very demanding. I realized I needed to be very deliberate in taking care of myself because I was so burnt out and worn out that I started deliberately seeking things to make me feel better.
Mhm.
I felt like I had started to lose the joy in my life. And so I
Okay.
started looking deliberately for things to make me feel better. And
Okay.
so I developed the process of self-care. And I studied a lot of different things and looked at a lot of different things and tried a lot of different things until I found those things that really worked for me. And then
Okay.
as a mom of my young daughter, I would share those things with her.
Okay.
And then as she has grown, she can speak for herself on why it was important to her. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I did share things with her as she was growing up. And then she, of course, expanded it in her own way.
Okay. Adriel.
I would say it was for me kind of a mindset thing, and I just realized that there was no way for me to be the person I wanted to be with the mindset that I had. So in
Awesome.
order to shift the mindset, I had to shift the habits. And so that
Okay.
came with taking better care of myself.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm. And that's
Okay.
really a good way of putting it because mindset was something,
Mindset's huge.
yeah, that I had to shift as well. And
Okay.
where I really started with it was that, and I always take people back to that first, is gratitude,
Mm.
is
Right.
focusing in on gratitude because I had gotten where I was so burnt out and all I could see was how everything was taken from me, not giving to me. And so that's a real negative way to look at everything. And so I started practicing gratitude and keeping my gratitude journal. And the change in my personality, the change in my feelings, the change in my life was tangible. I
Okay.
could feel it, and people around me could see it and feel it.
Okay. All right, then. All right, so Mr. Jackson says, as funny as it may seem, taking showers and soaking in the tub is so relaxing and therapeutic. As a person who suffers from several mental concerns, I have found that water is good therapy for me. I have started soaking, I have started water aerobics at my local center. I'm a lover of water, and I haven't been in the water. I mean, I take a bath now. I do bathe every now and then, but like in a swimming pool, I love to be in a pool. I love to just lay on my back and relax in a pool. I love the beach. I love the sound of the water at the beach. I love the sounds, and not just the water, even the seagulls and everything, that sound of the beach. And that is therapeutic for me. Crave water.
Mhm.
Um, and I just thought it was the Pisces in me that craves water, but I crave water, and we haven't on a good beach trip in how long?
It's only been about a year, a little bit over a year. We
A
didn't
little
we
bit
go
over a year?
last? We didn't go last year. No. Oh well,
No. Mm.
maybe it's been a little over 2 years then. But
Yeah.
yeah, the water is very relaxing. And Jerry, that is a good point that you made about a relaxing shower or a soak in the tub. I know, Adrian, you love that,
Yeah,
don't you? She love a good soak
with
in
the
the
bath
shower.
bomb.
With the bath bomb, with the Epsom salts, all of that.
Candles.
Candles, yeah. But so
Yeah.
many people, we're saying that is self care, but it really is, because so often people will, I'm running through the shower because I got to get to the next place in life. Not that I'm
Mm-hmm.
stopping and enjoying the feeling of getting this luxurious soap. I spend money
Mm-hmm.
on luxurious body washes because I
But
like the
don't.
way it
Right.
makes me feel.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it's important to do even those simple things like that, because they do matter. And I think there's something about our humanity that makes us crave that water. For me,
Mm-hmm.
it is reminding me that God's in charge. And so we started when the kids were very small. We would take trips to the beach as my way of de-stressing, because I was working multiple jobs and the kids were very small. And again, like I said, it was in that time when Mama and David were very sick, and
Mm-hmm.
there was just so much pulling. And so every quarter, as a quarter came to a close, and as soon as I could get grades turned in from Southern Union, we would take a trip. So
Okay.
we would go to the beach. That's kind of how we got
And
started with it.
enjoy the water.
Right. I would just go
Okay.
and sit and dig my feet in that moist sand, and I would get close to the edge so the water could just, every time the waves came in, they would splash all over me. I would just sit there. It just restored me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Minister Clark says that water is so relaxing. And hello, Miss Regina Pruitt, and hello, Laura Donson, our cousin. Thank you all for joining. Mr. Jackson said, thank you for sharing your awareness of self care. We must understand that we must find things that make us happy and go with it. Mhm.
Absolutely. That is a thing too. When you find things that feed you, that feed your spirit, it is up to you to go back to those things often. Be
Okay.
very, like you said, deliberate, intentional about the actions that you take and the way that you spend your time.
Okay. Okay. All right then. So, our next question is, during these stressing times, how does practicing deliberate self care help individuals cope? How does self care help them cope with stress?
Well, you just think about it. If you are already anxious, if you're already in a bad mood, if you're already exhausted, you're ill prepared for the day.
Mm-hmm.
You are ill prepared for all of the stresses and all of there's so much coming at us right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're not prepared for it. So when you deliberately do things that fill your cup before you go out there, it's like you've put on your battle gear.
Mm-hmm.
You've already armed yourself. You've
Okay.
already put an armor around yourself when you've practiced some self care. You're already prepared. You go into anything, if you go into it in a better frame of mind, feeling better physically and spiritually, emotionally, you can handle it. You don't know when you're exhausted, you're tired, you're aggravated. The last thing you want to hear is some other stress coming at you as soon as you
Mm-hmm.
get your day started.
Mm-hmm.
You already have defeated. So you owe it to yourself. If you take some time out for yourself, it helps to reduce your stress and your anxiety. You go into, it's like going into the battle. You're well rested. Your cup is already full. Then you're
Mm-hmm.
ready to take on those things that batter us, because things are going to happen.
Right.
But you got to put yourself in position to be able to stand tall in the middle of those and to maintain your overall well-being. So that otherwise they'll take you out. If you're already
So,
worn, frazzled, haven't stopped for yourself, and then you go out there, and as soon as you get to work, all the work is coming at you head first.
mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. So
So so is do you think that the morning time is a better time for that self-care for preparation or what?
I think it helps to start your day with
Okay.
some form of self-care because
Okay.
it puts you in a good place.
Okay.
But at the same time, I think at night is a great time to practice some self-care because it helps you to wind down to,
Okay.
before you try to go to sleep. Because you know yourself, sometimes you try to go to sleep and the whole day goes to bed with you. And you can't
Yeah.
even sleep because you're thinking about everything coulda, woulda,
Everything running
shoulda.
in your
You're replaying
mind.
things and
Yeah.
thinking about what you got to do in the
Do
morning. So
tomorrow. Yeah.
you need to be able to turn it off. So
Oh.
for me, I've been going through an unreal circumstance lately, um,
Mm-hmm.
and so I have to have that morning meditation, prayer,
Mm-hmm.
gratitude, and then I come back at night. And before I go to sleep, I have to go through that again. I
Okay.
deliberately also put that self care is a lot of different things too. So
Mm-hmm.
when I sit down at lunchtime and I eat a bowl of fresh fruit rather than a hamburger, that too is a part of self care.
Okay.
Eating more live, things that I pull out of the ground rather than processed stuff.
Fine.
Self care is a lot of things. It's not just me doing yoga or meditating, it's how I care for myself. Hey, cousin, I see you out there. Um, but yeah, so really throughout the day, I like to start out with prayer, meditation, journaling, um, and then I like to end that way. But during the day, you have
Okay.
to do some things that are deliberate. Maybe I'll take the stairs rather than ride the elevator because I know that
Mm.
physical activity is better for my heart and it's better for
Okay.
my mind in the long run. And maybe I'll
Okay.
eat that salad rather than the big steak because,
Okay.
again, those fresh vegetables are better for my body than that meat with all of the cholesterol associated with it. Not that you can't have
Okay.
it sometimes, but because I like to have my hamburger sometimes. I had one today, but
Okay.
I don't want it to become my everyday. So
Okay.
just throughout the day, if you practice self care, it helps you to be more ready to handle the day, the stresses of
Okay.
the day, the
Okay.
challenges of the day. Wouldn't you say?
Mhm.
Because
Okay.
you have a very stressful job. You and your aunt Julia work with food stamps, and Lord knows that's stressful.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, oh yeah, got a email right before this show from my director, and I'm
Oh
just
no.
like, oh my goodness. But anyway, um, so Mr. Jackson says that it's amazing how I can have a conversation with myself and God, and that my time alone in the shower in the tub is so rewarding. I have time to spend with God, and I have conversations that are important and don't feel judged.
And I think that's very important. And one of the things I always say, I know who I believe in, but I think
Mm.
everybody must believe in some higher power.
Yes, yes.
Otherwise, you are at the mercy of everything this world throws at you. I have no problem saying for me, my higher power is God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. But I am also open to you having whomever you believe in your heart is a higher power. But we must all, I think it's necessary that we have that higher power that we can speak to. And I'll share just one experience with you. Like I said, recently we've been going through something very traumatic and almost unreal for me. And at one point I was laying in my bed and I was like, man, I'm in a really bad place right now. And God, I need you. I need you to come and see about me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really struggling right now. I'm really
Mm-hmm.
hurt right now. And I said that prayer. I rolled over and my phone rang.
Mm-hmm.
It was God answering my prayer immediately. Reverend
Mm-hmm.
Reverend Summers was on the phone. I mean, he sent her
Mm-hmm.
immediately.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I rolled over in my bed, he sent her on the phone. And so I think it is important for us to have a higher power that we can believe in, that we can trust, that even when it doesn't look like it, he's in charge. People think they're in
Yeah.
charge. And if we
Yeah.
feel like people are in charge, we are at their mercy.
At their
But when we
mercy.
realize that God is,
Mm-hmm. We
and the earth
realize.
and the fullness
Mm-hmm.
thereof is
Mm-hmm.
his,
Mm-hmm.
then we can walk through situations when, just like our ancestors did when there looked like there was
Yes.
no way,
Yes.
but he
Yes.
walked them through it.
He
So,
walked them through it.
yeah.
Yeah, and when you said that, that reminds me of our sermon today. And so,
Mm-hmm.
guys, if y'all have a chance out there, go back and listen to our sermon our pastor gave today. It was such a powerful message, such a powerful message, such a timely message because we need to
Yes,
be encouraged and realize that we are more than conquerors. So, the Word of God, taking that in, is that considered self-care?
absolutely. For me, whomever you serve,
Mm-hmm.
for me it's God. For me and my
Mm-hmm.
house, in the words of Joshua, but I mean Jacob, me and my house, we serve the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
But you do have to have that relationship. I think it is important
Mm-hmm.
that you
Okay.
have that relationship with whom you serve. And
Okay.
I'm not gonna, say whose religion is what. That's not for me to determine. But I know for a fact whom I serve. But
Who you
I
serve?
know
Mm-hmm.
we do need to be able to look to our higher power, to have
Yeah.
that relationship, to know that you are not alone, to know that there is someone, a spirit, a person, a body that is watching out for you.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Adri? I know
About
you're a
what?
very spiritual person. Oh, about that need for relationship with a higher power.
Oh, absolutely. For me, that's what my meditation is. I usually don't
Okay.
even do a guided meditation. It's just me listening to see, because I feel like prayer is me talking and meditation is me listening. And so I'll just
Okay.
sit and meditate and just have that moment. And that's huge self care for me.
Okay. All right. Mr. Jackson said you spoke a powerful word because when we cry out to God, He does answer. How many times have we confessed how God has used each of us as a vessel for each other? And
Absolutely.
that is so true. And then
Hmm.
Ashley says that that's one of my biggest self-care, time with God.
Hmm.
Time with God daily. So anyway, we've talked about different things. So what type of activities, other activities constitute self-care?
Well, there are a lot of them. I went back and I looked at some of the podcasts that we shared earlier on, and we talked about yoga, where is that physical movement and the breathing. We talked about meditating, whether you're doing a guided meditation or you're just sitting and trying to hear what God or the Spirit has to say to you. We talked about breath work, just breathing, taking time
Mm-hmm.
to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
We breathe
Mm-hmm.
so shallowly, especially when we're stressed out. We breathe even more shallow. But you have to be very deliberate in taking very deep breath. Inhale deeply and exhale very slowly. And Adriel showed us some different techniques for breath work.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about eating cleanly, being aware of what you're putting into your body. We talked about physical activity, whether it is some form of physical exercise, or if you're just walking, but those are some different types of self-care. We talked about journaling. We talked about positive affirmations. We talked about having a skincare routine, a nighttime winding down routine. What are some of the ones you remember, Adri? I'm just throwing all of mine out
Ooh.
there.
What other ones did we talk about?
We
Plenty of
talked
stuff.
about, we had over
I
50
think we talked about
episodes.
hobbies and
We
stuff.
did have talked about
Probably.
hobbies. We talked about feeding your spirit. We talked
Yeah.
about
Mhm.
expanding your mind, trying
You
different
said gratitude,
things.
right?
We talked about practicing gratitude. Sitting down and saying at the end of the day, God, I'm grateful for this. And not
Mhm.
just say it, but go back and feel it.
Believe it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
feel it. I'm
Mhm.
grateful for this. And just think about the parts of the experience that you're so grateful for. What was so good about it? Even if it was a cup of coffee, why was it so good? Was it a hot, steamy cup of coffee on a frosty morning and it warmed you up inside and you love the smell of the coffee beans? What was it? Just enjoy the moment. We talked about being mindful and being in the present moment, because so many times we spend our time thinking about what we got to do tomorrow, what we got to do then, what are we going to do next, or
Mhm.
what happened yesterday,
Mhm.
and oh, that was awful. Now, woulda, coulda, shoulda, I did. But sometimes we just have to make ourselves stop and just be in this moment and just be grateful in this moment and be still in this moment and allow the spirit to minister to us right now. I'm just going to sit here, and if I catch my thoughts running to tomorrow, I'm going to stop them. If I catch my thoughts going back to yesterday, I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to just stay right here in this present moment.
And that is a issue with me. When I'm meditating or even when I'm praying, my mind starts to run. It starts to run different things, and I just get overwhelmed sometimes with all the different things from all the different hats I try to wear and
Right.
make. Try to wear and make.
Right. And that it's easy for that to happen. And so you have to be very deliberate and you have to just stop yourself. Say, stop. Come on.
Mhm.
Stop. Come back.
Get back. Hmm.
Stop. Let me breathe again.
Okay.
Because it's easy for your mind to just, Adrian, stop looking at me like that.
No, I'm
It's
just listening.
easy for your mind to just run away with you like that. But part of meditation is bringing your mind into your control.
Mm,
Okay.
you get
So
better.
go
You do
ahead.
it better the more you do it.
Okay, you get better at it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
And your goal, you say again, start small. Can I meditate and keep my mind in this present moment and on my breaths and on what I'm telling myself or wanting to hear?
Mm-hmm.
Do that for 1 full minute. Can I
Okay.
do it for 2 full minutes? Can I
Okay.
move it all the way up to 5?
So you build it up
Right.
with your
It's important to get
meditation.
mind control. A man who control his mind can really control the world.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
All right. So self-care can be physical, it can be mental, it can be emotional, it can be social,
It can be spiritual.
spiritual.
Hmm.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
all of that.
All of the
And
above.
like Jared said, any activity that you find that feeds you, that makes you feel better, that not a harmful activity now. Not saying I went off and had some marijuana and that made me feel better, but any kind of good and positive activity that you can do that makes you feel better, you should deliberately go back to that. Why are
Okay.
you laughing?
All right. So, coffee break. Just quick. Hello, Miss Jacqueline Kindred, Miss Jeanette Smith, Tracy Ware. Thank you guys for joining us. Just a reminder, if anyone wants to place an order for a fish plate, they will be. We are taking those final orders tonight. You can get them on tonight. Just comment in the comments, and then we'll be you can pick those plates up Friday, the 6th between 11 and 2 at St. Luke AME Church. We have whiting plates for $12, catfish plates for $15. The plates will consist of fish, baked beans, coleslaw, bread, and cake. So yeah, so get those orders in, and thank you for those who have ordered. Mr. Jackson says it's times like in times like this we need to really focus on self-care. We can't prosper without caring for ourselves because we have to be in control to control.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All righty. So you can tell us some things, but what are the benefits of practicing self-care?
Well, self care has so many positive benefits. It reduces our stress and our anxiety. And all of us are dealing with a lot of stress and anxiety right now. It helps to boost our immune system. When
Okay.
you stop and do things that help you feel better, it boosts your immune system. So
Okay.
yeah, that's a good plus. It helps to increase your focus and your productivity. If you can get yourself in a good space before you start trying to do some work or do a project, then you will find that you're more productive, and you can focus in better when you prepared yourself. It improves your physical health because
Okay.
if you're eating better, if you stop to breathe, if you stop to do some yoga, if you stop to do physical activity, it helps your physical well-being. If you're in a good mood, it helps your, if you would track them, it helps your numbers, your blood pressure, your blood sugar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So self-care helps all of that. It improves your relationships
Yeah.
because you know for yourself, when you're in a better frame of mind, you can be a better friend, you can be a better
Right.
you can be a better sister. So
Right.
it helps improve and strengthen your relationships. It helps
Okay.
you personally with your confidence and your self-esteem when I
Okay.
to put time on myself, when I've taken that luxurious bath, when I've done the skincare routine and I know my skin is glowing and looking like new money, my confidence and my
You go
self-esteem
out, you step out
going,
like,
yeah, you're going through the roof when
yeah.
you the time. Because for me, self-care also involves when sometimes I just go there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna put on all, say, Joyce, you didn't have to do all that. I didn't have to, I wanted to.
You
When I
just get extra.
to Alexis, just be,
Okay.
that is part of my self-care too, 'cause
Okay.
that boosts me in a way. And of course, when I walk out like that, my confidence is through the roof. It
Okay.
helps you to sleep better when you can slow down and wind down, meditate, journal, get off your chest whatever was bothering you. Then take some deep breaths. It helps you to sleep better because you quiet your mind. You slow your blood pressure down. You slow your breathing down and your heart rate, and then you can sleep better. It helps
Mm.
you with your emotional resilience. Say, I can bounce back from a bad day because I come in and I spend some time on myself and I revive myself and I feel
Mm-hmm.
better. And so it increases your creativity too when you
Mm.
get your mind in that place where you can think differently or expand your thoughts. So your mind, it helps you with your creativity as well. So there, and that's not all the benefits, but those are just some that I thought about in preparing for today.
Okay. Okay. And so, yes, Mr. Jackson, they confirmed that cake will be in the plates. So
Yes, it
it
will be.
will be cake in the plates. But anyway, and Mr. Jackson also says that practicing self-care improves health. It
It,
helps in so many areas.
it does.
And Ashley said, I agree. It boosts me to look good. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then, sometimes I be feeling myself when but also I think for me, I've been, because I guess I haven't been practicing self care. I haven't even had on makeup at work in I don't know how long. It's just
Somebody
really.
else.
I have not. I haven't had on makeup at work, and I've been wanting to go live and talk about maybe the fish fry or something. And I said, "Well, you don't even look presentable to be on live." And so, and I have a whole ain't nobody listening. I have a whole set of makeup at work. I have a set of makeup at home. I have a whole set at work. I ain't even putting on at work, and I don't know when. So, and probably because I haven't been doing the other self care things, it makes me feel like I just ain't trying to be bothered with nothing. Um,
Well,
but anyway,
I have a 15-minute routine where I can get my shower, get my makeup on, and get my clothes on in 15
in
minutes.
15 minutes.
15 minutes, and so I can do that. And so you need to just It is not elaborate makeup, but it is makeup that includes, all of my skincare routine. It includes my primer and my foundation, my powder, my blush, my lipstick, and some mascara, and draw me some eyebrows. And then I throw on my clothes.
Wow.
So you can do it.
Okay. Well, thank you, Poo Poo says when I joined tonight, I said your skin looks flawless tonight.
It
Thank
does.
you.
It does.
Well, thank y'all. Y'all, I did so quick. Adriel was sitting here because her and Jordan were over here, and I was like, "Oh, let me throw on some makeup." And I was like, "I'm
See, it
gonna do
didn't
it
take
right
you
quick."
long. You can do it
Huh?
in the morning. I said it didn't take you long. And now what I don't do in the mornings is my eyes. I don't do the
Mm-hmm.
eyeshadow. I just do some foundation. I mean some mascara and a little eyeliner. But you can do it. If you did
Okay.
that, you owe it to yourself.
Okay. Oh, well, I will not be at work with no makeup on tomorrow.
Mm-mm.
Um.
If you see
But
me without my makeup, I'm probably sick.
okay. But anyway, so what things prevent this was we just I guess talking about prevent individuals from focusing on self-care.
I think there are several things that will prevent you from focusing on self care. One is like being an alcoholic and not knowing you're an alcoholic
What?
because you don't think you need it.
Oh, I thought you were saying
Oh,
being an alcoholic will prevent you from self
No, no,
care.
no. I said it's like you
It's
being
like
an
what?
alcoholic and not knowing you're an alcoholic. You're being in need of self care and not realizing you need it.
okay.
Sometimes people think of it as some luxury, or they think of it in narrow terms where, well, I ain't got time to go to no spa.
Mhm.
But self care doesn't have to be all of that, because a lot of the things we talk about you can just do at home. You can, quite frankly, do a lot of the best ones from your bed. You still before you get moving in the morning. So
Mm,
people they don't realize they need it. They think that is something. Two, they don't realize what it is.
okay.
You don't think you need it, or you don't realize what it is. You think it is something that it is not. You think it is something extra when it's really just you focusing on yourself for a little while.
Mhm.
Okay.
Um, Another is people mistakenly think they don't have enough time. They think
Guilty.
they don't have time for it. If you
Guilty.
don't have time for yourself, you don't have time for nothing.
Mhm.
Take some few minutes for yourself.
I mean,
Take a few minutes for
you
yourself.
can do gratitude driving to work.
Right, right. Yeah. Some of my most enlightening moments have been when I'm driving to work. But then that's after I had deliberately decided I was going to be in the moment. And so you start
Okay.
noticing things you're grateful for as you're driving along. Now, I've had that experience many times. But so people don't know they need it. They don't know what it is. They don't feel like they have enough time for it. And they think, that's what somebody else does.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I think in the society we're in, we kind of prioritize how much you can get done. Like
Yeah,
we put that on a pedestal. We wear it
Okay.
like a badge of honor, like, oh, I worked 12 hours and
yeah,
didn't stop. Like, that's not
yeah,
good.
yeah. We
Yeah.
do, and
Yeah.
You have to deprogram that and be like,
right.
no, I need me time.
We do wear that like a
Mhm.
We
badge
wear
of
it like a
honor.
badge of honor.
Oh, I didn't even get no
Mhm.
sleep last night. I
I
stayed
don't,
up working on so and so and
but
so. Well, good, because I'm a
Mhm.
finished.
Okay.
Yeah, and Rowena, I like what you said. If you don't take care of yourself, no one else will. But then
Mhm.
also, if you don't take care of yourself, you really can't take care of all the things you're trying to take care of. At least not to the capacity that you could
yeah.
if you stopped for a few minutes and took care of yourself.
And I think probably I'm at that point too that I'm not able to do all the things that I need to do, you know, and it's probably because of self-care. I don't if I have I used to be a person that get up out of bed, do this, do this, do this. I mean some of that was praying and doing going to the gym and working out and all this, and I could go and work two jobs and everything and get it done and you know but now it drags me kind of to try to do things, and I'm trying to force, okay, I need to do this, I need to make these hats, but it's more of a drag on me.
Hmm.
and more draining than it
Mhm.
used to be. And
Right.
I just count it as age, but it might be some self care in
You
there.
need to put some self care. Now, age does, it slows us down. That's a reality. And that's when self care becomes even more important because you have to say, I really, it's like an older car. You got to put more attention on that older car. It's
Hmm.
not going to get up and run like it was when it was brand new. And these are in our older bodies, they're not going to get up and run like they would do when we were younger and just run all night and run all day and you get back up and start it afresh. We have to be
Hmm.
deliberate about how we treat ourselves. So,
Okay.
say, start small because I know you like grand things, but start small
Okay.
and just do something
Yeah,
deliberate.
yeah.
Three.
I don't know where I got being extra and overboard from. I don't know where I got that from.
Ooh. But I used to say for me, I used to tell myself three for me. I need to be able to identify three things that I did for me every day. That's when I first got started with self care.
Okay.
I told
Three
three.
for me.
Yeah, I need to come up
Okay.
with three
Hey,
things. I
Pops.
see you, Edgar. Um,
Oh, Vinny E is on.
yeah, Vinny.
Hey, Vinny E. And then we're almost out of time, so I want you to answer two questions. I'm gonna throw them out there so you can answer them quick. Is there a particular aspect of self-care that is the most important? And is there any other advice you want to offer us concerning self-care? Adriel, what's the most important aspect of self-care to you?
The most important aspect of self care. I mean, I guess the way it makes you feel. I don't even know how to answer the most important aspect of it.
Yeah, the way it makes you
The way it
feel
makes you
is a
feel,
good thing,
because
and
it
yeah,
helps me show up as my best self.
it does help you show up as your best self. It really does.
Okay.
Yeah,
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, is there one particular type of self care that you think is more important?
not really.
Not really. No, just
Okay.
find that thing that works for you. Like we said earlier, whatever it is that makes you feel good, that helps you to put on your best face for the day, do that. If it is
Mhm.
like Mr. Jackson, that luxurious shower or bath followed by putting on some clothes that you really feel good in, do.
Mhm.
If
Okay.
it is the meditating for a few minutes before you get up, I was talking to, I was talking to Bree, and she was talking about her bad day, and I gave her my classic advice: gratitude meditation. Do a gratitude meditation before you start your day. And she sent me a message early the next day, like 7 o'clock in the morning. Oh, it made me feel so much better.
Oh yeah, she's
So
been telling me about that. I didn't know it was
she's
your
been,
advice.
yeah, yeah. But find what works for you. I don't think there's any one thing that's better than something else because we're all different. So you have to
Okay.
do what meets your needs best.
Yeah.
And then don't think you got to do what somebody else is doing. Do
Yeah.
you do what
Do
works?
you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that sounds fantastic.
In the
Thank
words
you.
of Nike, just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah, find what works for you and just do it.
Start, huh?
Yeah, get.
Start.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
One thing that's real simple. I used to love to ride through Beauregard in the little country roads with my windows down and my sunroof open and just let the breeze blow through the car. Something just
Mhm.
simple. On my way home, it would just help me to unwind.
Yeah. I think one thing it's important to remember, just I guess it's like a final thing. I think sometimes
Okay.
we need self care the most. We don't do it. We stop doing it.
Mm-hmm.
We do it when things are good and we're in our little routines. I think when things get bad and we stop doing it, that's ironically when you need
When
it the
you need it
most.
the most. True.
So I think that you got to keep that in mind too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All righty, guys. Well, thank you all so much. Y'all have given us just a wealth of information. You've given me a lot of things to think about, and I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start.
Three for me. You
Three
do.
for me.
You do
Okay.
three, and you
And
should.
one of them will be I will have
It's
on
gonna be
makeup every day at work. This week. We
you.
go. We're gonna try to do it.
Yeah, for you.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys. I love you all so much.
Love you too.
All righty. I'll see y'all next time.
Do it. Can I do it? I can do it.
You
Oh,
know, that's Jerry's thing. All right. So we're going to do the announcements right quick for tonight's announcements. Anyway, February 8th, that's next Sunday. That's Super Bowl Sunday, so we won't have a show. Everybody will have their Bowl party. You'll have a chance to do some social self-care, together with family and friends, watching the game. If you're like me, you don't care who win, but just that time with family and friends is just fabulous. February the 15th, we are going to have Hope Beyond the Break, the fight for the right to vote. And we're going to talk about the importance of voting and how it is so important right now that we focus on getting people registered to vote, getting people's voting rights restored, making sure people have their identification and everything, and making sure they get out and vote. Get out and vote. Okay. Um, the next thing, don't forget to shop by Juju for you for winter accessories, hats, scarves, cowls, sweaters, even what you need, baby. I got it. Anyway, all right. St. Luke AME Church will be hosting a fish fry. The fish fry will be February the 6th, but tonight, this is the last call for orders. So I saw the orders that came up in the comments. If you want to order, go ahead and comment now that you would like to order a fish plate. Like I said, we have a whiting plate for $12. We have a catfish plate for $15. You can pay when you pick up, but you got to place your order today. So go ahead and get that in there. And you can pick it up Friday between 11 and 2 at St. Luke AME Church. The plate will consist of fish, baked beans, coleslaw, bread, and cake. The catfish plates are 15, and the whiting plates are 12. Order now. You can pay when you pick up. All righty. So get those orders in tonight, guys. Huddle and Let's Talk will be hosting a voter registration and restoration event. It will be Monday, February the 16th. That's President's Day. We're going to have that event on President's Day. It will be from 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock p.m. at St. Luke AME Church. That's 1308 Auburn Street in Opelika. And you can stop by. Please stop by if you want to check on your voter registration status. If you're not sure whether I'm registered to vote or not, you can. If you need to update your address, if you've moved and you haven't updated your address, you need to do that. You can do that at the event. If you want to register to vote, please stop by. If you know anybody who has not registered, bring them over there. This is so important. And every vote matters. Every vote counts. This is can be a change election, guys. I just want you to realize that, like this week, well, last week, they had elections in Texas. In one of those elections, a state election, they elected a state senator, Democrat, in a district that Donald Trump won by 17 points. They came back and they elected a Democratic senator, state senator, and that state senator won overwhelmingly by 14 points. Also, we had another Democrat elected to the House of Representatives in Texas as well. But this is the time now because people are fed up. So get out, get that vote. Alabama, Of course, all of our state representatives, yes, congressional representative, not Senate, but the House of Representatives. All of them are up for election, and then we have a governor's election going on, and we think it's or Tuberville think it's a foregone conclusion that he's going to win. But I believe if we register, if we vote, we can get a Democratic candidate in the governor. We can change some things. We're going to talk more about that in some upcoming shows, but there are a lot of things that you guys need to realize that is happening in the state of Alabama, and we need to make sure that we are voting. Your vote is your voice. Um, so also don't forget that on March 28th, there will be another nationwide protest, No Kings rally. There'll be protests all over the nation. So find a protest near you, get involved, make your opinion, make your voice heard. We are a democracy and we intend to maintain that democracy and are willing to fight to keep that democracy. And so that's what the No Kings rallies are all about. They are peaceful, nonviolent rallies. I had opportunity, thanks to my friend, my little niece Jasmine Taz, to attend one. And I do attend. It is my intention to find the local one on March 28th and be a part of that because situation critical. Save the date. St. Luke will be hosting its annual Juneteenth celebration on Saturday, June 27th from 4 to 7 p.m. And of course, we're looking for entertainment, entertainment, entertainment. We'll be looking for vendors, 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 sponsors, sponsors, sponsors. So stay tuned for more information on that. If you're looking for any Mary Kay, Joyce and Pooh said my skin looked flawless today. See your independent consultant, Joyce Duchess Thomas, for your Mary Kay needs. And don't forget to subscribe to the Dollhouse channel on YouTube for all your information about By Juju for You as well as Let's Talk. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. It's been awesome. I love you all, and I won't see you next week. Enjoy the Super Bowl, but we'll be back at it on February the 15th. Until then, I am Juju. I am that mountain moving giant slayer. Guys, I'm walking by faith. I'm inspiring hope and I'm showing love all along the way. Until next time, guys, I wish you much love, and many blessings. There is hope beyond the break. Good night. Good night.